this live action movie, and I probably edited it on like Windows Movie Maker or something so it had all of the cringy like transitions and sound effects.
Always a creative like that.
No, but that is not creative. I don't know what you call it.
That is creative.
I feel like people commonly associate the word cringe with something negative, but I just feel like cringe is an intrinsic part of who I am and one I should embrace because...
I like that. It's like, I'm cringy and that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm cringy, I'm awkward, that's just me.
Yeah.
And some people live for that.
Yeah, and I like how you said, your content is not for everybody, and that's fine. You can't be for everybody. You can't be for everybody. You would cater to your audience, your people will find you, your tribe, as they say, your tribe will find you. So you just continue being yourself, and your awkwardness is well received, right? I think you're so cool, and forget about everybody else. Yeah.
That means so much coming from an actual cool person.
Oh, no, I'm actually very cringy too. I'm actually very cringe and awkward too. But in my own way, people would perceive me. Some people may perceive me as cringy and awkward, You never know. So.
Yeah, and the way I think about it is if people laugh with you or at you, at least they're laughing.
At least they're laughing. Exactly. At least I made you laugh.
So one thing I'm kind of curious about, I know I don't like to use the word famous. I'm not trying to be famous or anything like that. But have you ever gotten recognized like in public? Like have anyone come up to you or stuff like that?
Yeah, it happens. A little more often than I would like at times because it's according. Yeah, so like, I don't know if you saw this, but I was on TikTok. I was like looking for this guy that I saw in the mall. I don't know if you've ever seen those TikToks where people would like go to a concert and they'd be like, help me find this girl or help me find this guy, whatever. And I was doing it as a sort of social experiment to see if I would end up actually finding him, and I did not have any picture or video or anything of him, right? And TikTok found him in like an hour. It was crazy. It was real crazy. I just gave it this. It's very scary. I just gave a description of where we were and what he was wearing, right? And TikTok found him in like an hour. It was real crazy. And we ended up going on a date, right? And I vlogged that. I vlogged about the experience and stuff. And then when I would go in public, I mean, we didn't work out, it didn't end up working out, but like when I would go in public, like a number of people would be like, hey, what went on with you and the TikTok boy? And I mean, this is like months after it happened, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know if I really want to answer this, or it's just sometimes a little awkward, but yes, people do approach me and be like, hey, the girl from TikTok, or those who follow me on my Instagram, like actually know my name. They're like, oh, you're something more, and that's pretty cool. Sometimes it's intimidating a little bit because I did have a scary experience with it once with two guys. I'm not gonna go into much into that, but it was a very scary experience because I was I was just like, y'all again a little too much in my space, that kind of way. But it's cool otherwise. It's cool. I meet some really nice people. How do you think that you would feel, since you say you describe yourself as awkward, right? How do you think you would feel like with people coming up to you and saying, oh, you're Maria? Like, do you think you'd be open to that?
Yeah, honestly, I would but I think I would receive it awkwardly. Like, okay. In the moment, I would feel very awkward and not really knowing what to say or do. But on the inside, I would be like, oh my gosh, they recognize me for something I did.
Yeah.
I know one time I was at Galacticon, which is like, for those who don't know, this anime con that you have in Trinidad. And I went in cosplay. I went as Beast Boy from Teen Titans. Right. And one person actually came up and asked for a photo with me. I probably freaked her out by how excited I was in that moment. I was like fumbling to take off my purse so I could take a picture with her.
That's so cute. I love that.
Yeah, so that was nice. So I think if people will recognize me for me instead of just Beast Boy, yeah. I would receive that very well.
You're very personable, so I think people would receive you well.
Yeah, so. Thank you. That is very nice.
I think because I'm in this sphere, I'm actually able to meet people that I really love. So creators that I love, influencers, and all these personalities that I probably look up to and I aspire, you know, like it's nice to meet them. So I wouldn't say it's necessarily crazy, but it is interesting because, you know, I might walk into a space like, I'm currently working with someone and they're like, hey, do you want to meet so-and-so? And I'm like, yes. Like, do you want to talk, you know, they're like, do you want to talk to so-and-so? You know, they will help you with your career. And I'm like, yes, you know what I'm saying?
It's how those sort of people always ask you as if you're going to say no.
As if I'm going to say no, right? As if I'm going to say no, but who do you think, who is like one person that you really admire in the social media sphere?
Well, as someone who's relevant to Trinidad, like probably, of course, you.
Oh, yay!
And another person would probably be Goldie Bruce. I love her.
I love her too.
Yes,
definitely. We actually follow each other on social media, so that's really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I think
really
I
cool.
saw when our mutuals, I saw her, she was there. And I was like,
yeah.
I hope that be me someday.
Yes, and I really love her. She's amazing too. Yeah.
Going kind of back to the other point, sorry to do things kind of out of order, but I'm interested on your take on this. So I know that both of us for our brands were kind of all about being authentic and being vulnerable on our social media platforms and being real is what I'm saying. But do you think people get like a strange and kind of scary sense of entitlement to know things?
Oh my God.
I've touched a nerve there.
Yeah, you have, because wow. Especially when I've realized it's a lot when it came to my fitness journey. So, you know, I started doing fitness roughly about a year ago. And so I would post a lot about that, you know, that's just me sharing what's going on with me. And a lot of people would just be like in my DMs trying to tell me like what I should do and what I should eat and, you know, how I should do this exercise. And I'm like, first of all, I have a trainer. So you are essentially saying that my trainer doesn't know what she's doing, and I don't appreciate that because then you're saying you don't trust my judgment of my trainer, you know. And I would always forward. They would just be my DM like all the time, just saying like, "Hey, you should do it like this," and I'm like, "But my trainer is currently watching me doing the exercise, and she is my trainer. So why do you think that you are entitled to come and tell me about it?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So I do get, and I mean that's just the fitness, but I do get some like comments about people message me about like, oh, and I'm just like, please, I mean, mind your business respectfully. Yes, you are in my business. I'm allowing you to be in my business to an extent, but please, like, all right, you don't have to comment and say stuff all the time.
No, for real. That is something that pisses me off about fitness people specifically. I don't know. I feel like there are these people that have never left their couch in their lives.
Yes, exactly. My trainer says the same thing. She's like, let me see their page. Let me see their fitness because you are here commenting and you are on your couch eating a bag of potato chips. Like, are you trying to come for me?
Yeah, they probably know nothing about anything.
Yeah.
And they feel like they're entitled to comment about something that your trainer has recommended. A trainer.
Correct.
And I know it's not unique to fitness, but I realize that in fitness especially.
Yeah, people always have something to say about. Yeah, they feel entitled because, you know, and that's the thing, like as you were saying rightfully, because I am very open and vulnerable about what I'm doing, people feel like they know me, which is fine. Like I like that. People feel like they know me, you know, because people make that comment like, I feel like I know you, and people that I've met, you know, it's like, I feel like I know you even though I don't know you, you know, that kind of way. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But at the same time, because people feel they know you, they feel that they could also, you know, tell you things.
Because I feel like that could even go too far. Because I remember this story a while back with, I think it was Maroon 5 doing a concert and someone came up on stage and tried to grab Adam. And I'm like, that is the level of fame and sort of personal connection with your fans that I think is really going too far.
Yeah,
because for people to think that you know this complete stranger that you've only ever seen through a screen.
Yeah, and then you could just be in their space like that. Yeah, it is disrespectful.
Yeah, don't even get me started on the K-pop people. Like, I would go there, but I don't want to die.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, I know, it's rampant. But I just, you know, I think that when you blow up, because I think you will, I think this is a really good. This is a really good space. This is a very warm, comfortable space, and I think that you will go far because people that come into this space kind of enter your zone, and it's a nice place to be. You'll get that. You probably get some entitled person on this post too. Like, I mean, you get that. So, you know, you just have to learn to kind of just tune them out and be like, all right, cool. I appreciate what you're saying. Thank you. But no, thank you at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there has to be a boundary.
Yeah.
While at the same time you love people. You love people who follow you, but at the same time,
boundaries.
Boundaries.
Boundaries for sure. Boundaries for sure.
Another thing I was sort of interested in is I know people fabricate a lot of their lives on social media these days, and I know both of our brands, mine very specifically in the name, Live Actually, are all about being authentic and just being real with people, you know? Mm-hmm. So how do you think that deviation has sort of affected how we interact as people, as, you know, people versus people pretending versus how they are probably authentically?
Yeah. A lot of my brand, I think that I like to say that I think a lot of me is showcased on my social media. I don't put up a front on my social media. Like how I am right now is how I am all the time. Even when I'm making a video, I code switch a lot. So I don't speak a certain way for social media and then speak a certain way in front of my friends or whatever. Like I speak like that all the time. So I would start speaking a certain way and then I might code switch in the middle of a conversation or whatever. So I always say that I think I'm authentic in that. However, there is a sort of performance persona that is sometimes comes with being on social media because when I may be crying or having like a panic attack, I'm not gonna come on my phone and be like, "Hi guys, I'm having a panic attack." You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like if I have to still make a video, I'm still gonna come and be like, "Hey, you know," like there is a sort of, I don't want to say acting, but there is a sort of performance that I have to tap into, you know, especially on my days that I'm not feeling 100. You know, I don't always expose all my feelings all the time, and that's fine. I keep things for me, you know, like I can't give everybody everything. But I don't think that makes it not authentic.
Yeah.
I think if I'm pretending to be somebody else, it's like, you know, I'm all this, I love this and I love that, and then behind closed doors I'm like, can't be bothered. Then, you know, then it would be.
Yeah, I get that too, because I know a lot of people who would start crying. Well, I'm not trying to call out people I went to school with, but like just hint. Like, I feel like so many people were like that. Like they start crying and their first instinct is to get on Snapchat and post a story of them crying.
Right.
Because I feel like it's a question of appropriateness as well, especially when you're a public face.
Right.
Like sometimes it's one thing to be authentic about your feelings and another thing to just have
like a show of it.
Making a show of it or a spectacle of it.
So what you think is like one of the cringiest things you would have posted, if you could remember?
Oh my God, that goes way back because I would have pretty much grown up with the internet, like, and having been able to post things.
Right.
I'm even embarrassed to say what it.
That's okay. No judgment. Judgment-free zone.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, like back in the day. Like I think that was my first experience of authentic literature. So what I did is I made this sort of live action movie, and I probably edited it on like Windows Movie Maker or something so it had all of the cringy like transitions and sound effects.
Always a creative. Look at that.
No, but that is not creative. I don't know what you call it.
That is creative. By creating a whole show off of a book you read, that's really creative.
No, but it was the worst. If I were to see that again today, I'd probably crawl in a hole and die. Because I was still in primary school at the time.
Oh my God, I need to see it.
And I know I posted it on YouTube, and I sent the link to all my friends.
You're so proud.
I was so proud of this thing back in the day.
That's good. No, but that's good. That shows that you're very spirited in this. You know,
no.
It's full circle.
It goes to show that no matter what you do, no matter how cringy or non-cringy it is, you're always gonna look back and cringe on it.
Exactly. I remember we were having that conversation.
And you said that because
this project is not cringy, then you didn't do it right.
Yeah, you're continually improving, and to cringe is good because you know you've grown.
Correct. Yeah, I would definitely want to see.
No, that is
no.
I hope that is in the darkest pits of the internet where no one can ever find it. But if you do, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, don't say anything. Okay, no problem. If I find it, I won't tell you.
Oh my gosh. She has more followers than me, so she could easily expose this thing to the entire world.
I mean, you never know, like a director might see it and be like, "Hey, I like this girl. She has a lot of flavor. You know, I could use her in a show." You never know. You never know.
Yeah, hopefully. I like I said in the beginning of the episode, I wish I had your optimism.
It'll come. It'll come. I'm not all. I think that I'm one of the least optimistic of all my friends.
Really?
You know? Yeah. So it pays to lie around people who are, more positive than you and stuff like that. I think that I'm one of the least optimistic. I think, I'm always like, oh my God, but what if this happened? What if that happened? And whatever. So, but thank you for thinking that I'm optimistic. That means a lot.
Oh yeah, from you, I definitely get a lot of positive vibes, like more from myself than you. So again, thank you so much for coming, Monique. I really enjoyed having you here, and I appreciate the sacrifice. You're really looking out for the little guy here.
I'm a little guy too, so it's fine. We're looking out for each other.
Yeah, little guys stick together. We're both 5'1".
Yeah. I'm a little taller today because I have on sneaks and they have like a little platform, so I'm a little taller, probably 5'1.5". But
Yeah, 5'1.5". We could basically round it up to 5'2".
Yeah, basically, we're basically 5'2".
I'm trying so hard not to shade my other guests, but it has just been so fun, and I felt so comfortable. Like we've probably known each other for like less than 2 hours at this point. Yeah. But I feel like we flowed so well together, so I can't thank you enough for that, and I can't wait to have you back on.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This experience, I love this. As I said, I love people. I love also meeting like-minded people. I feel like we're very like-minded in lots of ways. And that just shows me like the beauty of connectivity and networking and good people, good souls, good vibes, because you never know when you're just going to meet somebody that you click with. And I think we clicked really well because I said we had a whole show off camera. Okay, we had a whole show off camera. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so this was fun, and I can't wait to do that. Thank you.
Thank you too. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Life Actually. I really hope you enjoyed this conversation between me and Monique. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that the pebble in your shoe comes out in due time so that you're not uncomfortable. So you get your dream job, but every time you hear the birthday song, you have to sporadically dance.